I want to bring in Austin Carter because he's been watching this unfold, and especially as we see, and this is earlier this morning when we saw officers with tactical gear with guns in hand running through the streets. Here's another officer with a long firearm in his hand. Austin, you have been watching this play out, and we've seen it develop, and now we're learning more information about the suspect here. What are you able to see when it comes to this particular area and just the emergence? You know, so many people has just emerged on this area and created perimeters. There is traffic that's backed up. There are also residents and onlookers that are curious. It's creating quite the scene.
Yeah, this is massive here, and we're talking about a really large neighborhood here of Miami, Alapata, where much of it is blocked off with police. We've been all over this now for several hours after we first got word of these two officers possibly being shot, and we've had a lot of information coming in. Let's bring you up to speed here now at 10:35. I put together this timeline so you can we've been following since about 7 o'clock this morning. So this all began right around 7 o'clock this morning. That's when officers got a shot spotter alert in the area here of Alapata. Now what that means is that some of their systems detected that there was some sort of gunfire in the area. So when officers went to where that report was coming in, they found a vehicle there just riddled with bullets. It was all shot up. That's when those officers were shot at. So a little bit after 7 o'clock, we know that they were rushed to Jackson Memorial Hospital. That was about 10 minutes away from that scene. That hospital there, the ER entrance, becoming a second crime scene. So you've already had the ongoing situation in Alapata, and then you had another crime scene at JMH where those officers were taken. Then we know during all of this, at some point, that's when this standoff began, that the person who shot these officers went inside of a home at 26th Street, right near 14th Avenue, and ever since there has been this ongoing standoff. They've been barricaded inside there with a high-powered rifle, and no telling right now when that standoff could end or what would bring this to an end there, because we've got so many streets, so many blocks that are closed off because of this. And then a short time ago, we did get that update from the police chief telling us that these officers are doing okay, all things considered, that they're in good spirits. And we also learned that another person was taken into custody. We don't know their exact connection to all of this, but we do know that they were taken into custody by officers close to where this has all been unfolding. And we've seen major delays for the drive in this area right along 12th near the Metro Rail tracks. Several blocks have been closed off for this, and it's just a story we've been over now for several hours. And until this barricade is over, we're going to see all of these police on motorcycles, in their cruisers, even from here from Drone 4, not only City of Miami police officers, but also sheriff's deputies in this area. And when they get the call that one of their own is shot, they come out in full force. They're not playing around here. That's why we're seeing so many of them out there in a really serious situation, because this person who was clearly not afraid to shoot officers is now barricading inside of a home.
All right, Austin, thank you.